Hello and welcome everyone. In today's episode, we are going to explore how quickly we can isolate a malicious or compromised host inside my Meraki network when it gets discovered by Umbrella. So let's say if we talk about a threat like ransomware, uh, we have one PC which was compromised earlier and it was turned off from some time. As soon as this PC got turned on, it will try to do a C2 callback, and that's how malicious or ransomware type of attack work. A malicious payload will try to do a C2 callback to the back and malicious infrastructure to download encryption keys. So when it comes to Umbrella, it's very effective when it comes to offer protection against those type of C2 callbacks because most of these callbacks actually happen at the DNS layer. So in our scenario, once we detect that C2 callback, we are going to block it. And with the help of SecureX Orchestration, I have created a playbook which is going to be run continuously. So as soon as we discover that C2 callback, we can isolate that malicious host inside my Meraki network with the help of some policy which will be orchestrated directly from that workflow we have created in SecureX Orchestration. So this is the scenario we are going to use for today's testing. This is my network. Here I have Meraki access point, Meraki switch, and Meraki UTM. Uh, as you know, that Meraki products are managed and controlled through Meraki Dashboard, which is a cloud-based utility. Further, these dashboards have the ability to control by external APIs over REST APIs. So every single feature which is available right now in dashboard actually can be configured or controlled by external script, which can be written on different programming languages. So in addition to Meraki, I am using Cisco Umbrella for for my web security service. So Cisco Umbrella is a cloud native web security offering that uses different layers to provide very effective security and control over my web traffic. So in my network, I am using Cisco Umbrella for DNS layer security, which means that whenever I try to open any website, the DNS request will go to Cisco Umbrella first. Cisco Umbrella will going to check the reputation of the destination website, whether it falls under a malicious category or clean category. And based on the verdict, my connection is going to be either granted or denied. So, so let's talk about the scenario which we were discussing earlier. So we have a compromised host which will try to do a C2 callback to backend malicious infrastructure. As I said, when it comes to Umbrella is very effective when it comes to discover C2 type of callbacks because most of these callbacks are actually happened at DNS layer. So Umbrella is going to discover that and it is going to block it. We are taking a step ahead here. So as soon as we discover those callbacks, with the help of Playbook, I created inside SecureX, which is running almost continuously. I'm going to orchestrate a policy inside my Meraki network to block that malicious host with the help of IP address identified in Cisco Umbrella. So basically, what we are doing in the background, we are grabbing the private or internal IP address from Umbrella about that compromised host, and then we will check inside Meraki that what is the MAC address associated with that IP address. And after that, we will move that MAC address or device inside a group policy that has very limited or no access to the rest of the network. So now let's start testing the scenario, which we were discussing earlier. So this is my machine. You can see right now in my Meraki dashboard, uh, my device is online. I'm connected to this Wi-Fi, which is further connected to this switch, and this is my Meraki MX, which is a UTM. So you can see here the policy, the current policy of my device is umbrella protected. What we will do, we will simulate a C2 callback from this machine by opening a website which will generate a C2 callback, and that's going to be discovered and blocked by Umbrella. Once it blocked, what will happen? I already start running a workflow here. So what it's do, like it's continuously going to check, uh, it is continuously going to check my umbrella dashboard over any for any C2 callback, and as soon as it discover, it will then communicate my Meraki dashboard to fetch more details about the private IP address, which I grabbed it earlier. And then it will send message inside my WebEx team about the C2 callback alert. And after that, it will make an additional callback to Meraki dashboard to further isolate that host. So what we are doing basically in the background, we will change the group policy of my device to isolate, which have restricted or control access to the rest of the network. So after my device moves to that group policy, uh, you will see that my ping will start getting dropped. So now let us simulate the C2 callback. What I'll do, I'll open a tab here and open a URL example botnetdomain.com. Once I click here, you can see this request has been blocked by Umbrella. Now, after within some seconds or maybe in a minute, I will see an alert will be posted in my WebEx team space, and after that, my device will move to a different group policy. So let's wait for this orchestration to be happen for some time. Meanwhile, since it's happening, I'll show you the group policy I have configured. So inside the group policy, you can see I already predefined a group policy named isolate. Right now, 0 clients are under inside that uh, inside that group policy. Once I go inside, you will see different layer 3 and layer 4 rules defined. So deny rule for 8.8.4.4 and deny SMP.9.9.9.9. I think let me open because since I have opened that URL before, maybe it it utilized the cache. So you can see after some time, within less than 2 minutes, I got a message here, C2 callback alert, with more user details. Like since I'm not using any direct integration, so I can't see username here, but you can see IP address has been listed, MAC address. This device is connected to Wi-Fi, name Aways Home SSID, so I can see that also. Further, if I have been connected to a switch port, I would be able to see that information also. You can see destination server example, botnet domain also listed here. After that, I got further confirmation that this host has been isolated inside the network. If you see inside the group policy, if I refresh this page, you will see the updated device policy is going to be listed here. It is still loading. So meanwhile, what I'll do, I'll try to do another C2 callback from my Apple device. So yeah, you can see here the page has been loaded and the device policy has been changed to isolate. And if I go further inside isolate, you already see that I do have a deny rule. So yeah, that's how my workflow has been running in the background. If you go back to my SecureX page, so this is the workflow I have created. If I maximize that window, you can see right now I'm leveraging while loops to make this workflow run continuously after a gap of 1 minute. But I do have other options also available, like I can create a schedule and link that schedule to this workflow so it can maybe execute after every, let's say, 30 seconds or 1 minute or 5 minutes. So in a production network, it would be better to maybe run, let's say, after every 5 minutes, which will be good enough to discover a C2 callback from Meraki. So now let us see whether we have received a C2 callback from my Apple device. So yeah, you can see I receive additional alert here with this IP address, this MAC address, which is connected to this SSID. This is now also has been isolated. To verify it further, I can go back to my Meraki dashboard. Let's go to clients page again to see how many clients are online and what are their group policies. So this is the Apple iPhone, which I was talking earlier. You can see the group policy or device policy has been changed to isolate. So you can see with the help of the workflow how quickly we can isolate a malicious host inside our network without leveraging any additional appliance or any additional Redis server. So again, my this workflow it will keep on running for some time for additional 4 hours according to a while loop I have created here. And after that, it can be restarted with the scheduler which I have defined. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this workflow and find it quite relevant to your network. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel to watch similar workflows in near future. Thank you.